So I hadn't recorded any long format footage in a while, um, but I'm running low on space on my phone. So I got the YouTube app. I tried to go live from uh, my browser, and it wouldn't let me. So I guess I had to get the app, which is fine. It seems to be working well so far. Um, but yeah, I don't have space on my phone to record long format footage, so I figured I'd give this a go. Um, I just went out and got some mullein to make tea, and I got this autumn olive right here. So I'm just gonna hang out and uh, pick the berries off of here so I can save them. I put some in my tea too. They're pretty good. But yeah, I had thought this was related to bay and laurel, like bay leaves. I thought I had read that before, but perhaps I was mistaken. I must have been mistaken because it's not related, but I might have just thought that because of the shape of the leaves. They do look pretty similar, but I had thought I'd heard or read that, but maybe I was thinking of something else. But yeah, I tried these berries a few weeks ago, and they were still pretty astringent. They weren't quite ripe yet, but these are perfect. They're like a uh, kind of similar to like a wild cherry in flavor. They're sweet, but kind of dry and astringent, and they've got a single seed in the middle, similar to cherries. Um, I've never really done anything with them. I suppose you could, mash and string the seeds out and cook them down into syrup or whatever. But I usually just eat them as they are. I got some lamb's quarters over in the side yard that are getting pretty big and probably heading to go to seed soon. So I probably need to cut them and uh, get them prepped and uh, blanch and freeze them. They're pretty good. I've had a few videos on them before. It's kind of like a wild spinach. Uh, they grow everywhere, and they're one of the first things to grow up in disturbed soils. They grow in sandy soil. Um, and they are related to quinoa. So I guess you can eat the seeds in a similar way, but they're much smaller. Usually, I just wait till they go to seed and save the seeds to plant them next year, or just leave them be and they'll just grow back up where they were the year before. Um, but yeah, they're pretty good. I think I prefer them to spinach flavor wise. They got like a kind of fattiness to them. Kind of the best best way I could describe it. Uh, like greens cooked in bacon grease, kind of. Uh, texture that coats the mouth. Um, the flavor's nice though. I probably prefer it to just about any green. Um, I made some pokeweed just a few months ago, and that turned out a lot better than I was expecting. I mean, I had it a few times, and it's not bad. It's just you got to cook it so much to cook the toxins out that it's not. Um, Usually, I don't like my vegetables cooked that much, so it's almost kind of like a soggy green mush. a little bit, but last time I cooked it, I put it in a big stock pot of water like spaghetti, and then drained it, and then I cooked it in a frying pan with bacon, garlic, and onion, and maybe a little bit of butter, and it was really really good. I did the leaves and also did the some of the bigger stems. But you can only use where they're tender because the outer layer of the stems is pretty fibrous when they get big. So you kind of want to snap them off where they're tender, like you would with asparagus. They kind of got a similar flavor too, somewhere between like green beans and asparagus. Um, but yeah, I like them. I'd eat them again. I mean, a lot of people say you only pick them when they're like under a foot tall or brand new shoots or whatever, but you can pick them when they're bigger. You just don't want to get ones that are heat stressed, um, or when the stems start turning purple, or if they start having like starting to get berries on them, you probably want to stay away. Or if they've already got berries on them, you probably want to stay away. Um, but yeah, I picked some of the ones that were, I don't know, 3 feet tall. But yeah, they were good. I mean, they processed and canned them commercially till probably the late 80s, early 90s, and then it just wasn't really uh, cost effective to pay people to pick them, I guess. That's kind of something you just, if you want it, you kind of got to forage it or grow it yourself or whatever. But it grows everywhere. So the only downside to that is if you're picking it from like roadsides or whatever, you don't know if people are like spraying it or whatever. So got to be mindful of that too. I do quite a bit of foraging, as you can see if you've been on this channel for a while. Um, but yeah, I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes out here, so I think I'm gonna call it for now. But uh, yeah, that's about it. Appreciate y'all.